starting with the CUNY Institute for Virtual Enterprise, which is a university-wide institute, and our mission is really to engage students in all different kinds of activities. Our focus is on having you do the stuff that I think is important for you, and I think entrepreneurship should be one of these types of activities. One of our key programs is this CUNY IVE Leadership in Social Entrepreneurship program, which we are now currently in the 8th cycle. Started about 7.5 years ago. And the goal is really here to give you a platform to develop a project and idea of your interest. It's not like a traditional class where you get your assignment and then you deliver your final paper. This is really for you an opportunity to take something on that interests you. This could be something on your campus, a student club, something within your community. Maybe you have done some outreach, some fundraising, and some other activities.
I think there's kind of a misconception about for-profit organizations and not-for-profit organizations. I think many students have the sense that if they want to be engaged in some social good, some social entrepreneurial activity, that it has to be structured as a not-for-profit. And that's really not necessarily true. I think you need to look at the for-profit and the not-for-profit, not as organizations that do good or organizations that go out and make money, but as two different forms of structure in which you can frame your activity. Now, your activity can be to do some social good, and it can be constructed in a for-profit organization. It could also be constructed as a not-for-profit.
Our funding comes through New York State, where we actually run entrepreneurship development programs. So if you're a for-profit, mostly entrepreneur of any age, sex, whatever you want, we tend to have mostly middle-aged women that come to our class. It's sort of happened for some reason. We take you through all the steps of starting a business. We run once a year a 60-hour class that runs over 15 weeks that takes you through everything from different types of legal entities you can be, to marketing, to budgeting, to finance, to all those things. And at the end of that class, we consider it a victory if someone decides it's not for them. Because a lot of people, because you're basically putting your time at risk, you're putting your own capital at risk, and you're putting your credibility at risk. So when you're starting a business, that's a big, big, big undertaking.
I said earlier, there's nothing new under the sun, really. It's just different delivery systems and different people committing to achieve that objective. And your own personal integrity, your own ability to network, to project information in a coherent way, whether you're perceived as trustworthy or not, really has an important impact on that initial relationship. Very, very important in consummating that. It doesn't make any difference whether that's for-profit or not-for-profit. That's a constant theme in everything that you do. No one is going to invest in you, whether it's funding or venture capital, if they don't trust you or they don't think you've done your homework. You know, it's kind of that way regardless. What questions do you have?
Yeah.